Now Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 17, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'm on them, just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down.
That my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game. Yardage to start things out. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action now. Winston. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They'll start by running the option to the right. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed on the defense with that incompletion.
Hurts. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Winston. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 22. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there. And what will turn out to be the final play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Room here to run. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara. 48 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front. This is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch in the next-gen stats. Looks with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down on the 13-yard line. A gain of 4.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Second and 6. Here's Winston. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Looks good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And so there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 50 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
A gain of 4 yards.
On play action, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Come on. Hey. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, trying barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Hurts will throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it, taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free.
cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. We do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in racks involved. I they text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. It bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a lack, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like put a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news.
We're in the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From a couple in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And oh, that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yard. Yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But in that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Off the play fake, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason. He could spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Down to the 25. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Winston. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Winston now from the 50. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's going to get it figured out in a hurry.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. On first down, Hurts. Steps away to his left. That one complete down the field to Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Winston from the gun on third down. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10th carry for Kamara. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. a spike. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
In motion left comes Brown. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's good for an Eagle.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. 3 quarters in the books. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. There they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too. And seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him. It's a regular routine for him, isn't it? It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown. Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. This is intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The 40. The 20.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they